Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. I'm just following up on my previous video showing off all the excessive lighting in my apartment since I had a lot of questions. I'm not going to be able to answer everything, and this isn't meant to be much of a tutorial, more so just an explanation of what I used and how I did things. So I figured I'd show what it looks like with all the colors off and just regular white lights on, obviously besides the TV. It can look pretty normal. I tried my best to hide all the LED strips and the wires so you can't even tell they're there, but I do have some warm white LED strips in the kitchen here. Now, I don't always use voice commands to control the lights. I do have some widgets on my phone's home screen to just quickly turn the lights on or off, adjust the brightness, and change the color temperature. I have a few presets here to just change them to a few favorite colors of mine. This is all done with the Hue Pro app, and the LED strips are controlled with the Magic Home app. Right here, I'm just controlling them all at the same time, but they can be adjusted individually depending on how many controllers you have. And for more indirect lighting, you can just turn off all the bulbs and you just get the soft glow of LED strips only. And for convenience, I have a few wireless Hue switches throughout the house, just so you don't have to pull out your phone or bark off voice commands to control the lights. I had some questions about the bedroom. I won't get too into detail about it, but the bed frame and headboard are homemade, and we painted the wall by ourselves. There's some more info on that and pictures on my website if you're interested. There's just some RGB strips underneath the bed and behind the headboard. It's a pretty perfect bed frame to put lighting underneath because I find it really accentuates the floating effect. If you didn't already notice, the LEDs behind my TV actually change color depending on what's on the screen. This is a homemade Ambilight using an Arduino and WS2812B LED strips. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to make a tutorial on how to build one of these yourself. They cost less than $100 and they're fairly simple to make. So just some stats for you guys. I have about 160 feet of the RGB LED strips throughout the whole place so far. They're split into 6 different groups with 6 different Wi-Fi controllers for the living room, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, mirrors, balcony. But I just wanted to clarify for those that think this is an expensive setup, it's actually fairly affordable. LED strips cost about 10 or 15 bucks just for a 16-foot roll. So I've only spent about $200 to $250 on LED strips in the past 3 years. And for some reason, a lot of people assumed my electricity bill is really high. LEDs don't use a lot of electricity. This is over a 2-month span. It's maybe 40, 50 bucks a month. Right now in 9 days, I've used $12 of electricity, so it's not too bad. The smart mirror is a big nut to crack. I'm not going to go too into detail about it. I will make a video on these in the future. Basically, it's just a two-way mirror with a TV screen behind it and a little Raspberry Pi computer with smart mirror software installed on it. If you're eager to learn more, just Google search Magic Mirrors. The software is all open source and free. Same goes for this little guy. It's just a little Raspberry Pi with Pi-hole software installed on it, and it just blocks every ad on your Wi-Fi network. As you've seen before, the lights on the balcony are just tucked up underneath the flashing below the railing there. These LEDs are insanely cheap and actually are starting to die after 3 years of use. I plan to replace them soon. The bathroom just has some continuously red LEDs on a motion sensor for a nightlight and Edison bulbs on a dimmer for the regular lighting. For the sink, I just removed all the caulking and replaced it with clear silicone after raising it a few millimeters. That way I could just put lights around it and it would shine through. The taps themselves also light up. These are self-powered. They just have a little turbine inside that creates energy and they react to the temperature of the water. They're pretty cheesy, but they only cost 10 bucks or something off Amazon. These coasters I have also light up. I received them as a gift and I don't know where you can buy them. They're originally made by Philips, but I don't believe they sell them anymore. They do change color and they're dishwasher safe and everything, so I kept them obviously. And a couple other little things. I put one of those light up taps on the kitchen sink, and I got this kettle from Walmart for maybe 30 bucks or something a few years ago. I thought it looked pretty cool. The cable management isn't anything fancy. I just tuck cables everywhere I can. I've got them jammed underneath the banisters in the living room there. Around the fireplace, I just have some cable raceways, crown molding. For the fireplace pillars, I just used some drywall capping to hide the little 5 to 6 inch pieces of LED strip underneath that point down. It just adds some diffusion and helps direct the lighting. I just used some cheap right angle crown molding to hide the cables on top of the fireplace mantle, and those just lead into a little cable raceway. For the kitchen, I used drywall capping again to diffuse and direct the lighting. I had to get a little creative and take the panels off to hide the cables behind. You can see them poke out a little bit there. It still looks pretty clean, but that's the best I could do without having to drill holes in the cabinets themselves. I'll show you the LED strips up close really quick. The way they work is each one of these little squares here actually has a red, green, and blue diode in it. You connect them at the ends here. They're 12 volts, so this is your positive, and all the colors act as your negative. So all you do is hook these up to the controller, set it up, and you're good to go. These are the controllers I use. All you do is apply voltage here, hook up the LED strips to each terminal color. You can get RGB strips with the warm white and the cold white, but that's not for this video. And of course you need a power supply. This is something I just got off an old router. It's a 12 volt 2 amp DC. All it does is just convert your household voltage 120 volts AC into 12 volt DC. I'll show how I hook these up really quick. I will be making a more in-depth tutorial in the future, but just for the sake of the length of this video, I'm just going to quickly plug it in and show you how easy it is. So now this has power. It's not doing anything, but it is connecting to my Wi-Fi network. You can see it's got a little power light there, and you simply just put the colors where they belong. So once you have all the wires screwed into each of their respective terminals, like I said before, RGB. So all I need to do now is open the Magic Home app. You can see all my controllers I have in my house. For this demo, I took the controller off of my mirror light, so I'm just going to click my mirrors. You just turn them on. Right now they're set to blue, and you just go through and pick whatever color you want. The app also has some cheesy other little features, like fading the colors, making them jump, do whatever. You can also have it dance to music or react to whatever your phone hears. So that's it for the LED strips and how they work. I will make a more in-depth tutorial in the future about how to link this with Amazon Echoes or Google Home, so you can do voice commands and set up your own routines, schedules, whatever you want. So I'll leave you with some pretty visuals of this infinity cube I've been working on. That pretty much does it for this video, guys. I apologize if I didn't cover absolutely everything or answer all of your questions. Again, I'll be making some more in-depth videos in the future and tutorials on certain things. Let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. Remember to subscribe, like, all that stuff. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.